Steve Thomas, you're on mute, brother.
I can't hear Steve.
Now I'm
Still on mute.
Sorry
There you
about
go.
There you go.
Dwight, really enjoyed the book, especially going into details about your relationship with your wife and each of your children. That was a little bit different from other sports books, and that was a really added plus your faith. My question is, what did you enjoy the most about putting this book together with Erik?
Well, we haven't talked about Erik at all, really. Erik is, I saw interviews. He had pictures when I was playing. And he was interviewing me with a microphone and had a tape player and all that. And it goes back quite a ways. And working with him on another book that I just had a chapter in there, it was the 86, about the 86 World Series. I had a feel for him, but I still didn't want to, even when we lost our two sons, I didn't want to do a book. And I just didn't want to rehash anything. And my wife was diagnosed with cancer a little over 3 years ago. And that's when I said, if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. And I started preparing. I say the book took 3 years in the making, because I started keeping notes when I was serious about doing a book. And I hadn't given Erik any inclination that I'd do the book. And it took about a year for us to work pretty much, if not daily, every other day. And staying at my house and being together and opening up. Erik is a very talented writer. And one thing that's I'd like to say about Erik, and he won't say it, is that he wrote a book about Fernando Valenzuela. It was his 8th book. I was his 9th book. And he's doing his 10th book on Thurman Munson, which I can't wait. He's a historian off the charts. And but the Fernando book is going to be a movie. And already met in Hollywood with producers and all that. And that's pretty neat. And he's had 2 New York bestsellers, and he's a great writer. And I guess that's why we got together, but he's so talented. And
thank you, Dwight.
I hope he's not listening, because I don't want him. I gave him a hat, and I don't know if he can wear the hat.
The thing about Dwight and I is that neither one of us like hearing compliments about ourselves. It's like he's really uncomfortable. I mean, I would just say about Dwight that of the now 10 book projects I've been a part of, no, I haven't been more inspired, more moved, more emotional than I became working with Dwight on his incredible life story. So it's definitely a two-way street, and I was the one that got the most out of it. I mean, it was just incredible. And if you haven't read the book, not because I was a part of it or anything like that, it is an extraordinary baseball story on the field and off. So I hope that you all get a chance to read it and are as touched by Dwight's life and courage, and the courage of his family as well. Just incredibly inspiring.
Amen.
Absolutely incredible collaboration. We're